Hello and welcome. It is the 6th day of May 2019. My name is Derek, all bets and trades, and of the like within each his own risk and their own reward. Starting off within Bitcoin on the monthly term time frame. Status of the market, we're looking at the 18 average band. It was rising in here and went flat. Price action went below at stage 2 for possible reversal of trend. Back to the band, that's stage 3 for the reversal of trend. So therefore, it's either going to break the band on the low side, show weakness here at around 33, and then breaking down below that, we'd probably be going down to around 1100. That's if that's the case. On the other side, which means that it is unable to break down below this level, and you really see price action holding and staying above the 18 average of highs, that would be showing me that this move here is a failed breakdown in here, and the potential for a fast move higher could most certainly be one in play from there. On the weekly chart, this is where it could get really interesting because I talk again about the reversal of trend. Stage 1, band flatten out. So another way of saying it is that the downward momentum has come to a halt and it's gotten more neutral more than anything. That's really what another way of meaning for that. And then stage 2, established resistance. And that means that after having a neutrality form ended, it's been able to make a sufficient enough move to try to work on reversing it from where it has been going there. But stage 3, that is, it's most likely not going to have a major move at one shot. It's going to have to correct its first one. And then after that, it is extremely live to have its move. Well, now we're in a situation where we had this obvious stage 2 established, but 1, 2, 3 weeks of just really going sideways. Not enough to really deem it as much of a full correctionary move, a time correction. And then we had this very dominant week last week, which is a very strong pattern. When you have something like this, especially when you're lifting off the 18 from such, you have three sideways, and then you had this following week do what it did. Well, that could be telling me that this is ready for a big pop. So this might be one of those cases where it reverses the message of the market or the ascent or it reverses the direction of bullish, but making it to the point where it's just harder to read. It just goes up so much faster. That situation is more alive than anything because, as far as I'm looking at this on a literal sense, it is still establishing resistance, and tops and bottoms are known after the fact. Now, overall, in the short term on this, that's been a lot of just that sideways movement over the last little while on the daily chart. It's been in an uptrend for ever since these February 8 lows. Price action has had like little to no time below the lows, like once here, barely here, and barely here. It has had a lot of time above the 18 average of highs. This, 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 and even currently now. So bull market totally in play. The 18 average of lows is now currently in at 5310 on the daily. So to me, I think that would be an area I'd be looking for key support if that's where any short-term movements are going to be headed down towards. But within this, a daily term, the buyers are in control. It is a bull market. Weekly, it is looking as if it's, I don't know what to call this undeeming situation anymore because of this last few weeks. A very rare situation, but definitely more bullish than bearish on that. And the monthly has been bullish pretty much during its entire run, and it's trying to hold off having really its first very long term bear market move. And I think there's a better chance that just because of the fact that of how these days in here worked, that it's going to be a bull move. And I'm trying to look at, yeah, because back in here, the days from February 4th to March 25th, you make this leg lower. Okay, that's normal. A little bit of a pop up. Okay, not quite to the 18, and Okay, well, we're ready for a big decline here. Nope. Okay, well, see, now you get this rally in here. And once you get to this point, you'd be expecting if it's a bear market, it's going to be leaving this band to the downside, but no, it has done so in the up move. So to have the sideways move like this, because of all this happens in here and how it's and how it's reacted from this point, I'm looking at this thinking there's a better chance we're going to be going up here than whatever its same equivalency is to the downside. But that's just my feeling. And a final look at Ethereum against BTC, which has had a phenomenal move up right now at about 7.57%, and really getting back all the losses that it had over a 4 day period. Markets usually go up faster than they go down. 4 days in here, and it's now just getting it back. The 18 average is declining, so that's enough to flatten out the band. Totally. So that's stage number one, band flattening out. It has to, the 18 average of lows on the Satoshi number is the 0.02917-ish number. Very, very, very important hold after today's events to do so. For failing that, this would tell me today's rally would be that of a failed one, and we'd be looking at most certainly another leg lower. But in holding this level, and most importantly, just establishing whichever resistance that it can, because it's managed to come up much higher, but getting a pierce above the 18 highs, a whatever move, because where do you expect it to go? Oh, where it came from. That would have been 294. Well, 294 was right in here. So when we see this high volume come in at this into this higher price, then that's a really interesting statement. So now that it's done better than you'd expect on a bear market, it's done enough again, just stage one, to flatten this out. If it's able to have any type of decent sized move up well above, noticeably above, and I'd be looking at this next key level of resistance again at about 319 area, then that would be where I'd be looking for the resistance established move and all that stuff. But merely this is in a nice downtrend line. It's just going to flatten out the band more than anything. It's just a move like this, and that would be that. Thank you for tuning in, and have yourself a great day. Bye bye.